Welcome. I'm here today on this beautiful sunny day. And it is the beginning of 2021. And I have a puppy trying to get a cat toy. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. I know, fascinating. Anyway, so if you're here, say hi. And I just wanted to say that I'm really excited about a lot of the stuff that's coming on. We're still on a break, and I debated about even doing today because the school has been on a break, and it's been a much needed break because since COVID happened, I mean, we already have a pretty hefty schedule, right? But since COVID happened, we went into overdrive. And, you know, a lot of things changed for people. And one of the things that's changed here is, I mean, my life isn't really that different as far as when I'm home. One of the things that's changed for me is I'm not traveling. And then the other thing is now I'm flying solo because we don't have Claudia. And she's moving to Florida. And she'll come back and work in the school. We'll see what capacity in March. But thankfully today, one of my team members, Yasmin, who many of you know and is a very big voice in the community, is here to help me. But so if you're new to me, my name is Joan Ranquet. I'm an animal communicator, author, healer, teacher, and founder of Communication with All Life University. And the school is for people to learn animal communication and energy healing. It's also a place for you to become an animal communicator or an energy healer. And I'm very excited about also adding nature and wildlife into the whole thing. And I will say this, if you are interested in the program, it's not just a place to come and learn animal communication. You'll have, a whole shift in your household, and you will also be on a big soul's journey for sure. And I just noticed that now Penelope has one of the sound things for wind. So hold on a moment, please. This sound thing now goes with the cat toy and all the other stuff. So we'll see what she finds next. How can everybody hear me? How's the sound?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I was gonna chime in while you were getting yourself organized there. We've got 23 people on, and they all say hi.
Oh, cool.
Such cool comments. Ali Marek Hargrove, Happy New Year, Debbie Hull, Ali Marek again, Claire Trust, Leslie Williams, Jean Davis, Connie, Coffee's on, Tanya Hafe, Ali Marek again says, I miss my animal communication class.
Next week.
Julie Jacobs is with us. Paige Connolly's with us.
Good morning, everyone.
Kathy Decker, Leslie Robin. So nice to have everybody with us.
Yeah, totally. So what I want to share, and I really want to make sure that everybody knows that we have so many fun things coming up. So one of the first things is we've got. So I was going to start it tomorrow, but I realized I'm not giving anybody enough time. We did 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago exactly, we did this basic animal communication masterclass. And so we've gone through, edited it, and it's in the units, but we've really made it so that, we've taken out weird audio stuff, we've taken out glitches, and so we also have all the paperwork that came with it, and we've created a journal. So if you want to take that class, we'd love to have you join us. It's going to be posted every day here in the group. And if you'd like I think we're going to have a link up at some point today for the journal and everything that comes with it. And so starting Saturday, day by day, you'll just watch a video and do it. And then me and my teachers will be in commenting. So if it's on the day that you were to talk to one of my animals, certainly I will come in and verify. The other thing is then on Tuesday, next Tuesday, we'll do a Q&A around the whole thing, a live Q&A. So the Facebook Live will be around that. Once that's done, which it will be about 6 days, so whatever the date is on Saturday, add 6 days. On the 7th day, there will be we're going to start the Communication with All Life book club. And again, it's pre-recorded. It's something we did about 1.5 years ago. But we've cleaned up everything. It's going to be really fun. And instead of being a week by week thing, every chapter will be on a day. And then that following Tuesday, I will come on and do an overview of the chapters that you've done and wrap, kind of give you a foreshadow, so to speak, for the chapters you will do. And then the following week, we have one of our own recent graduates, Heather Ann Hughes, will be my guest. And we've got, and we'll wrap up the book club then too. So we've got some even more fun stuff for February, and then crazy great stuff in March, and then of course it's the spring intensive, and it all just starts all over again. But what I wanted to say is that I'm also in some summits coming up. One of them is free, and it's for midlife. I forget the title. Midlife something, but it's really some great speakers. So if you're of a certain age and you want some inspiration and enlightenment, it will be very, very fun. And then the other one that is in February is the Heal. It's with the Gentle Barn. I'm teaching animal communication. It's 6 ways to heal. 6 ways, 6 days, 6 ways. It's the spiritual summit, I think. The spiritual healing summit. And the other speakers, it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific. And then I'm on that Saturday teaching animal communication. And that, can't remember the price on that, but the whole thing goes to the Gentle Barn. And there's fantastic teachers. There's vision boards, Akashic records, theta healing, guided meditations, compassion fatigue, just a whole thing. So that's why I needed a few weeks, because we did so much and we're about to do so much again, but we need, you have to take a breath. And when you take that breath, especially for those of you that want to be animal communicators or energy healers, or you're already doing it, taking a breath is one of the most important things you can do, because we all want to help so much, and we see how much need is out there, and how much there's the world is in crisis at this point, and yet there's so much beauty around. I'm in the hotbed of a hot mess right now here in Los Angeles. My neighbor's a nurse, and she one night was the only nurse in the whole ward, 28 patients. People are nurses and doctors are getting sick, so there's no staff. I just read today that they're saying if somebody looks like they're not going to make it, ambulance drivers have been told, don't bring them in. So, that's the kind of world we're living in right now. And I'm not a gloom and doom person, so for what we saw in New York City, it's 10 times that here right now. And my neighbor across the street is just wiped out, working every day, no staff, no nothing. But, so what do we want to do when we hear these kinds of things? We want to help, we want to, do what we can. And yet we have to remember that in order to really help, we have to take a breath. Unfortunately, my neighbor's got 5 dogs, 3 cats, a few pigs, and a goat. So she has, you know, she has ways to take care of herself when she's not working. But we just have to remember that this year is really, we have to take self-care into account, and we have to also really just stay true to our mission and our vision. When we were on a few weeks ago, we really talked about our mission and vision for 2021, and I just want to share that I guess Penelope's gotten into position for readings. Anyway, I just want to share that I've decided that. So we looked back and we looked ahead, and I love to look way ahead and look back at the now. I don't know why she's smelling my hair, but it is relatively clean. When you live on a farm, it's what were you smelling back there? Anyway, clean is relative. Anyway, the thing I decided in looking ahead and then looking back from a future point, I decided that we're going to say, oh, 2020 was, you know, it was weird. There were some sad things, but there's some beauty came out of it. But 2021, that was the year that we made animal communication normal. So that's my new motto. 2021 is the year that we're going to make animal communication normal. And the more we get out there and do our thing, the more we're going to help the planet in ways we just don't even know. So, there we go. Has anyone said anything? More people? Anything? Comments? Questions?
I love that. We're going to make animal communication. Did you say animal communication the new normal or just normal?
Just normal.
Oh, that's unbelievable. I'm writing that in the comments because I want to remember that.
Yeah.
We've got 34, 35, 36 people on now, which is amazing. Shannon Myers joined us. Ali's on. Debbie Hill says your work with Eddie Lax has amazing results.
Oh, thank you.
So great. Leslie Robin has just adopted a 4-month-old pup. That's so cute.
I love that. Put a picture in the thread.
Yes. And Marilyn says, to your comment, Joan, that 2021 is the year we are going to make animal communication normal. She says, I want to be able to do this so much. Marilyn Kelkin says, Marcia says that's an awesome New Year's resolution for 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. Julie Jacobs says, it's getting more and more accepted and normal.
Mm-hmm.
And Shannon Myers said, glad to be part of this tribe and your mission. Totally agree with taking some time to rest and refresh. Ritambra says hi.
Hello.
From Ritambra and Kara, if you know them.
I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
I'm about to get the Isabella framed. Anyway, she's an amazing artist.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Shelly Masir, I hope I'm pronouncing it. I made it. No time to celebrate because you're talking about sad stuff. I can't help it. I'm just so excited. That's awesome.
You know what? I am too. Don't get me wrong. I am aware that people have lost lives. I am aware that people have lost jobs. I'm watching, one of my favorite Hollywood restaurants just closed for good. There are things that are going away. And we have to grieve it, but we also have to recognize that, the universe abhors a vacuum, so it's going to be replaced by something good, so we can make a conscious choice for what we're replacing it with. And So I'm very excited as well. I was working on my newsletter yesterday for this Friday because it's a lot of bits and pieces. And if you're not on the newsletter, I'd love for you to join it because we always have a weekly announcement of everything. We have Jill and Joan news. We have, what other classes are coming up. And we have AC Level 1, Animal Communication Level 1, coming up end of June. I forgot to say that. On the 27th in January. Oh my God. See, I futurecast like crazy. I'm already in June. When I sat and was writing about like what I feel like this next year is, I'm very excited. And then I really looked at like, oh my God, just this month alone with rerunning the masterclass and the Animal Communication Book Club, let's just do it. Let's just make this happen, right? Like we're going to make it happen. 2021 is the year that animal communication was normal. So believe me, for as long as I've been doing this, I'm very excited to make that claim and to have all of you here. So it's helping millions, let's say we're going to help 10 million animals this year as a group, which I know we can do this. And in doing that, we are totally going to make animal communication normal. So there are lots of opportunities here for free, and then there's lots of opportunities if you want to engage further. Right, Penelope? And if you come to class in the spring or fall, look who you'll meet. And I'm sure we'll have some sort of a hybrid for the spring intensive. Okay, so anything else that anyone else is saying?
Oh, so many comments that I'm reading. These guys are they're all amazing, this community. Shelley says, I want the animals to join us in this because they will have a perspective that will totally help us.
Totally. One of the perspectives that helps me every day is just watching the joy off of smelling dirt, right? I mean, the joy of being out there and being outside, just that alone is one of my biggest inspirations, truly.
And yeah, Connie says, now that is a mission I can get behind. Animal communication is the normal. It will be a ripple effect for compassion, communication, and caring.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely, Connie. And Connie, we will, I know you emailed me and we will talk. Connie's in teacher training and she's got an amazing background that's really going to be part of the nature and wildlife coming up. And she went to the White Lions. She's been there twice.
Wow, yeah, lucky. Astara says, I'm celebrating my kitty friend who's seen me through 2020, now 1 year with me. Molly's loving sweet nature helps me calm, so my guide is able to get through a kind of community of love and care.
I love that.
And Ritumbra says 2021, the year for the animals, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And who else? Ritumbra says again, Penelope reminds me of Kyra right now.
Oh, yeah. And I bet your Kara does a lot of... this one, she's got like a dolphin nose. Like she gets in there. And I can see that your Kara probably has some busyness in her too. All right. Anything else before we start readings?
Chris says yes, the new normal animal communication. So happy to be part of it.
Yes.
Ali says CWALU, Communication with All Life University, is one of the very few. Where did that go? Hang on a second. It's one of the very few. Oh my God. Things keeping me enthusiastic about life lately. I need next week's class to hurry up and get here.
Yeah. It's funny. I needed the break, but this yesterday I had a lot of meetings that were kind of creatively for the school, and I realized I really like the structure of the school, so I can't wait for next week also. And we've got some fun animals for next week in the classes.
So Marilyn says, I lost my 14-year-old dog from being attacked on a walk by a pit bull that got lost from owner. Have gotten a pup since then. That is 9 months. I'm having a hard time getting over the fear when walking him. Any help for that?
Okay, yeah. It's Marilyn?
Marilyn Calkins. I'm not sure if you know her or not.
No. I have a lot of ideas. You know, we could even think about doing some tapping. We could do a little round of tapping.
Wow. Yep.
Is there a way, Marilyn? I can't.
Is there a way, are you thinking of inviting her?
Yeah, Marilyn, is there any way that you could come on? I'm seeing that it says bring them on camera. And we could talk about it and do some tapping.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if she responds. Hang on a second. She's still not responding. Marilyn.
Are you printing something?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I was. Natalie, there are a couple of questions here, Joan. Besides the one from Marilyn, Natalie Jansen says, hey, I'm hoping to check on my baby girl, Lorna. She passed away about 1.5 years ago, and I used to feel her all the time, but not as much recently. And then Maureen Bissonette says, my new norm through COVID is being a healer. Now I know animals can hear me. I just can't hear them. And Claire says, Sam is 6 years old. He has been with me for 1 year. He's the only animal with me, though cats Mittens and Bella live in another part of the premises. Sam seemed not himself this morning.
Is Sam a dog or a cat? And then also the one who was it that lost their animal?
Marilyn Calkins.
No, there was someone else. You just said that I can't feel.
Natalie Jansen.
Okay. All right. Well, while we wait for Marilyn, and you know, we can figure out another way to do. If Marilyn's shy, she doesn't have to come on. But what I would say is I have a lot of ideas about that. I'll do a couple of readings. You think about if you want to join on here with me.
Oh, she said to me, she's not sure how to do that. So Marilyn, all you need to do is Joan will invite you, and once you accept her invite, you will come on to the live. So you can invite her, Joan, and she can accept.
I'm bringing her on now.
Okay. And Chris, by the way, said that would be great. I have the same fears from past attacks on my dogs. I will follow along later with tapping. Thank you. Let's see if she comes on.
Marilyn, are you getting... I keep pushing this thing, but, hold on.
Can you invite her?
It says bring them on camera.
Yeah.
Add. Adding.
Oh, there's so many requests here. You opened the closet door.
All right. Well,
see.
I don't have great service. Maybe. All right. Well, let's go to the guest declined the video invitation. Okay.
She can also come on with voice, but I guess.
Yeah, you could come on with voice. It would be easier to get through it. I mean, the one thing that I could do a little round of tapping around that, and everybody could follow along that has a similar situation. But I could get really specific if she wanted to come on. All right. How about this? Okay, you gotta let me back here. I know. There we go. I know. I just did the most horrible thing in the world. I moved an animal for my own comfort, but I'm working. Okay. Here's what has Marilyn responded at all?
Let's see. Oh, she says I do want to come on.
Okay. I'll try it again.
Try it again. Okay, Marilyn, we're trying you again.
Ooh. Sorry. Adding. It's just going adding.
I wonder if it's your reception.
It might be my reception. It says that the guest. Yeah. All right. Maybe she could type in a little bit about what was the dog's name and who's the dog she has now. And just type in the experience, and then I will go on to Natalie, and then by the time she's done. So Natalie, what was your dog's? Was it a dog that you lost? Dog, cat. Okay, you can be on my lap, but you have to let me write. So Natalie, who did you lose? How old? How long ago? Dog, cat, horse, pig, sheep, lion. And then Marilyn, if you could just kind of write about the story. What we'll do is after I get done with Natalie, I'll do a general, I'll tap as much as I can with the story. And Yasmin will be my shadow. So we'll just do it that way.
So Natalie says she's a pup. That's what we've got so far. Let me see.
And she's been gone 1.5 years. How old was she when she died, and how long had you had her? And what was her name?
Okay, so Natalie, let's do Natalie first. So Natalie replied, yes, a dog. She was almost 16, and she passed away about 1.5 years ago. That's Natalie. And then Marilyn also replied.
Okay. Natalie, what is your dog's name, and how long had you had your dog?
She was almost 16, so I'm thinking, could she have had her for 16 years?
Well, I can't just call up, hey, 16-year-old, I need a name.
1 second. Natalie, she says her name is Lorna, Lawna, and she's had her whole life. She adopted her at 3 months. Thanks, Natalie, for putting this all in the chat.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so I'm going to get quiet and connect with Lorna. Okay, so Natalie, Lorna said, what, I mean, first of all, what an amazing soul, even though I feel like there was a lot of puppy-like there through her life. There was a lot of wisdom from, anyway, she says, I was the love of her life and her guide. And as her guide, it feels like in the beginning you were the guide and then she became the guide, and it was like you both guided each other for different reasons. And it feels like if you've had past lives together before, at some point I think there was a mother-daughter relationship each direction. And I don't know what species, but at least once human. She said that she would look at you and with all the love in the world, as if she was gifting you with that. She loved to gift other people that, but she really had a dedicated gaze into your eyes. She wasn't always the guide, she said. In the beginning, she was very puppy-like, and that gaze was like, I didn't do it. There was a naughtiness in the beginning, obviously, as a puppy, but she stayed unusually puppy-like the whole time. And at about age 4, she came into some unbelievable wisdom, and that's when you really were like, wow, I knew I was bonded and loved you, but there was something that happened at 4, and I don't know at her age 4, that if you were going through something like, I don't know if it was a breakup or a job situation, but it just seemed like something was kind of jarring for you, and she was just like, um, right there for you. Um, and so then you walk together as a team. She says that you were already so bonded, but that just clenched it onto another level. She says that she's still holding you up in different ways. She says, look for me in different ways. I show up, and it feels like she says she shows up at dinner and right before bed. So I feel like, and there was something about the light, not that she's showing up in lighting, but that there's a lightness in the way that she's showing up, because it feels like you're evolving too. So anyway, that's beautiful, Lorna, and I know she's missed not just by you, but it feels like she had just quite stories about her. Other people really miss her too. So anyway, very, very beautiful soul. Thank you. Um, okay, we'll let that settle for a minute. Take a breath, and then Did Marilyn type in some information?
She did. She typed in, Roxy was attacked and died in her sleep that night. It was 14. GSP, I don't know what that is. And new dog is Reggie, very strong-headed dog.
Wait, what GSD? That's German Shepherd, right?
Oh, German Shepherd. Okay.
Okay.
14 German Shepherd, and the new dog is Reggie, very strong-headed dog. Let's see. Do you want any back? Let's see what she wrote before that. Second, let me go back. I think that's all we have from Marilyn.
Okay, I've got some ideas.
Oh, she just said German Shepherd Pointer.
Oh, cool. GSP, I thought you said D. Okay. German short-haired pointer or German Shepherd?
German Shepherd Pointer.
Okay, that's a combo. All right. So Marilyn, what you're going to do, and Yasmin, what you're going to do, I'm going to put my little notes around, is so EFT tapping is a technique where we're going to tap on specific points, acupressure points that are connected to organs and meridians that are connected to organs, and those organs are connected to emotions. So hopefully we're going to really be able to move the energy on this, and hopefully your walks will be different. And Chris, you tap along too. And if anybody else has had a situation where they've had an animal attacked, please, anybody tap along if you'd like. And so what I've got to place my notes for myself. Let's see. Getting creative without Claudia here. Okay. All right, so Yasmin will be the echo voice. And so she's going to copy me and repeat after me. And that's all you have to do. So even though I can't believe this happened.
Even though I can't believe this happened.
My beautiful Roxy.
My beautiful Roxy.
She died.
She died.
After being attacked by a pit bull.
After being attacked by a pit bull.
And there was nothing I could do.
And there was nothing I could do.
And I love and accept myself.
And I love and accept myself.
Even though it was so painful.
Even though it was so painful.
And I'm still so scared.
And I'm still so scared.
I just get freaked out.
I just get freaked out.
And I know Reggie's picking up on it.
And I know Reggie's picking up on it.
And he's such a stubborn dog.
And he's such a stubborn dog.
So I'm not helping him.
Though I'm not helping him.
And I love and accept myself.
And I accept myself.
Even though I feel like I couldn't help her.
Even though I feel like I couldn't help her.
I honor the choices I've made.
I honor the choices I've made. Want to see is your animal being attacked.
And there I am.
And there I am.
With a dog I couldn't help.
With a dog I couldn't help.
I was so helpless.
I was so helpless.
I was so helpless.
I was so helpless.
And Roxy was so helpless.
And Roxy was so helpless.
She was so helpless.
He was so helpless.
It was horrifying.
It was horrifying.
She had so much dignity.
She had so much dignity.
And there she was.
And there she was.
Attacked.
Attacked.
And then died in her sleep.
And then died in her sleep.
There's no bigger nightmare.
There's no bigger nightmare.
I can't forgive myself sometimes.
I can't forgive myself sometimes.
And I can't forgive that dog sometimes.
And I can't forgive that dog sometimes.
And then I've got Reggie.
And then I've got Reggie.
It hardly seems fair.
It hardly seems fair.
I know I love Reggie.
I know I love Reggie.
But it's not Roxy.
And it's not Roxy.
And I don't trust myself to protect him.
And I don't trust myself to protect him.
Because I have evidence I can't keep a dog protected.
Because I have evidence I can't keep a dog protected.
Makes me so sad.
Makes me so sad.
I am so sad.
I'm 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 so sad.
Reggie deserves the best of me.
Reggie deserves the best of me.
Roxy had the best of me for 14 years.
Roxy had the best of me for 14 years.
I know she forgives me.
I know she forgives me.
I have to forgive myself.
I have to forgive myself.
And that other dog.
And that other dog.
I forgive myself.
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 I forgive that other dog.
I forgive that other dog.
And their stupid owners.
And their stupid owners.
And I'm ready to commit to Reggie.
And I'm ready to commit to Reggie.
Hard-headed and all.
Hard-headed and all.
I can protect him.
I can protect him.
I do protect him.
I do protect him.
I've got this.
I've got this.
I've got you, Reggie.
I've got you, Reggie.
I've got you, Reggie.
I've got you, Reggie.
Okay, and take a deep breath. And now, Marilyn, I want you to just imagine that you go out there with ease and peace and that you and Reggie just literally smell the roses. And every day before you go out, take a moment and breathe into walking with ease and peace, and open your eyes. And I hope we move the needle on that. I've got lots of students that can need tapping case studies, so there are plenty of people to help you if you want further assistance on that, if you want to do more tapping. This is so funny, but hold on. I'm supposed to go on a hike with Ellie with our dogs because we both have the week off. She just texted me, "Can you go now?" All right, in a few. Okay. There. Oops. There, you just saw my whole house. You see that I haven't taken my Christmas stuff down because I think that I have all this time on this week off, and I was busy from 8 to 8 yesterday. Let's see, what'd she say? All right. Oh my God, and there's 2 hawks right now flying. I wonder if I could. I don't think I could catch it. Anyway, what did has Marilyn written anything? Did anyone else have an experience with the tapping?
Some people have had a few issues with their video being stuck, but just for a couple of minutes or seconds. Marilyn, I hope everybody's back with us on video. Marilyn says, "Thank you. You helped me so much with tears rolling down my face. Thank you."
You're welcome.
Wow.
Yeah. There was a Claire and a dog named Sam, 6 years old. I don't know what. Oh, she said Sam didn't feel well today. Do you have any more information other than that?
Let's see.
Is Sam a dog? We asked if Sam was a dog or a cat or a horse or a pig.
Oh, she says Claire. That's right. Here we go. Claire, my cat, is 6 years old. He has been with me for 1 year. He's the only animal with me, though cats Mittens and Bella live in another part of the premises. Sam seemed not himself this morning.
You know, I'm really getting that it's in the tummy, and as animal communicators, we can't diagnose, but I feel like I don't know if he ate something funny or if something is. It just feels like it's slow to digest. And there could be even like there's that and a fur ball. There's something going on with him just not having the his usual kind of little skip to his giddy up. So I think, I mean, if it goes on any longer, is he eating? Because it feels like he's still eating, but it just feels like there's something not quite.
Claire says, she just answered, she said he was sick this morning and he did not eat much of his breakfast.
Okay. I think there's something, I don't know if he's a hunter and something went down wrong. I'm not sure what it is, but it feels like I don't know if he ate a plant in your house. Something isn't digesting well from before. So that's it. I would just keep an eye on him, and if it goes on any longer, then you might call your vet. Our friend Dr. Jill does phone appointments. I think she's pretty slammed today, but she does. We can put her info in the thread. Telemedicine is kind of the way these days. So, anyone else have something?
Let's see. Astara says that that tapping was good. I adapted it to a pit bull attack I experienced and the people surrounding it.
Good.
So,
Yeah, I mean, if a lot of us, I had an experience. I forgot. I had an experience with my own dog. Two dogs. I hike out in this open space, and two dogs. Uh, Obviously, the people drove out here because their two dogs don't do well with others, and I could hear dogs approaching us. I put my dog on a leash, and the next thing you know, these two dogs got her, and she got out of the leash and jumped up a riverbed and out. I mean, it was terrifying, and there were a lot of swear words to the people, and fortunately, Abby and I ran all the way home, and then there was Delilah sitting with Anya, my horse, who they've got kind of a quirky relationship, but suddenly Anya was her best friend. And yeah, thankfully she was home. But anyway, yeah, it's scary. It is scary. All right, well, we're just about to um, wrap up here. Does anyone have any last questions, comments, observations, anything?
first, Claire said, she says thank you very much. And then Debbie Hull, I'm not sure if you know her, but she said, we rescued our 13-year-old lab mix, Buddy, at 5 months. He was diagnosed with a cancerous external tumor in 2016 and given maximum 1 year. I've treated him holistically and he's still here and engages with our family. He requested no more acupuncture, but I see it helps him. He says it doesn't help. He has now arthritis and gets body balancing every month. I want to go back to acupuncture if he will agree.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
You know what? I get a sense he will go. And the other thing about it is there are two things. One, at my house, if I know something is good for someone, I just always say, too damn bad you picked me. Now you're going to take this pill. So that's my mantra around here is you picked me. We're doing this. Um, but the other thing is maybe you could talk him into it because they're also like, just remind him of the other benefits. Like, look, there'll be people paying attention to you. Everybody loves you. Just remind him of some of the other benefits with going. And I feel like he's such a quirky guy and he's obviously strong headed to have gotten this far with this far past his expiration date. So I think Buddy seems like a great, great guy, and good for you for doing all that you're doing for him. Thank you. So, thank you everyone for being here today. I hope that if you know people that have had an experience like that, get them to join the group and get them to do the tapping because it's about 40 minutes in. And I'll put it up on YouTube. It'll be up later. And it'll be in my newsletter this week so you can share it. And because that is a very common thing. And thank you so much, Marilyn, for being vulnerable and letting us all tune into that. And boy, Roxy feels like she was an amazing dog, and Reggie is his own quirky, amazing dog. So I'm really glad we had the opportunity to do that. And again, if any of you have situations where you want a reading or EFT, or scalar wave, all of my students have to get a lot of case studies done, and they're advanced by the time they get to the place where they need to get case studies. So they're good. And we'd love to help you with that. So Bonnie can help you. I don't know if Bonnie was on, but Bonnie is in charge of that. We'll get you that. Yeah, we'll make sure that all the links are in there. If you have any interest in the school, Shannon can talk to you. We've got the school, we've got the big program, Animal Mastery, or AC Level 1, Animal Communication Level 1 coming up. So, and lots of other opportunities. Like I said, the basic animal communication masterclass is is right coming up on Saturday, and it's week by week, a day by day a replay, and then live Q&A next Tuesday about that, and then the following week we start with the replay of the animal communication, or like Communication with All Life book book club, and that will be a day by day replay and live Q&A that following week. And then Heather Ann Hughes is our guest the last Tuesday of January, and then even more fun, as if there could be more fun, but lots more fun in February. And boy, those hawks are doing a dance, so it must be a magical day to claim it that 2021 is the year that we made animal communication normal. So thank you, everybody. Really super fun. I'm glad you joined me. Bye-bye.